welcome to another Path of Magic live stream. I'm here with Star, Val, and probably Demonic, and today I want to show you more of the conveyor belt system. So yesterday we were working on setting a version of Dakar's conveyor belts up over here. And when you turn the conveyor belts on, they they move items around. And we've put them in areas where the actual metal node, the copper node, respawns, right? So the idea is that we could just mine this and it falls into the conveyor, goes up. Ooh! There we go. Yeah, getting killed by a ghost. That's how you know that the stream started, right? It wasn't my own ghost, though. So maybe this is just the beginning. But I showed you the main area, and that was actually important because I ran out there with 25 health because I had my UI off like a fool. So let's make sure I actually equip myself appropriately this time. There we go. Now I'm just going to sit in the middle of the way here and contemplate. I was drawing a little diagram yesterday. I don't have any way to show it right now because it's in a notebook with paper. But basically, I want to try and make the conveyor a little more discreet. But before I work on that, I messed with the script a bit last night and tried to increase the range that the conveyor works by approximately threefold. So we should be able to just work things more easily now because we don't have to deal with the limit of the conveyor ending right here. Instead, it can like go a little bit out of the way over here and wrap around the side. And what I was thinking is making a little passageway where the things that are getting conveyed are pretty much going to get smelted, right? Let's see. What's happening here? Why does my restream for some reason thinks, oh no, I'm back, okay. It just thought I was gone. Still getting used to all this stuff. But now what I need to do is find the Diverger foreman. And I swear, I saw him when I first logged in. I saw him like running off somewhere. But I don't see him anymore. So I'm wondering if he died or what happened there. A tough ghost, huh? Yeah, there was a conveyor foreman. Oh, you're saying he's in the base somewhere? All right, let's see. Gotta deal with this guy. I'm pretty sure like most of the things that I've slayed in this mode has been using corpse run or something. Yeah, I swear I saw the foreman around here somewhere. He seems to have wandered quite far. Nice little sitting spot. Maybe he's dead. I don't see him anymore. Interesting. Let's see. Demonic said that he's seen that items not made on the server. Oh, wait, really? The Diverger upgrades don't work if it doesn't say crafted on Path of Magic? Actually, I don't think it checks for that, to be honest. That's actually... Oh, wait, is that the conveyor foreman? It is! He's wandered so far. That's great. So what Demonic is talking about is that if you look at items that are from the loot on the Path of Magic, it'll say that it's crafted by the Path of Magic. But then if you look at your own item, it'll say it's crafted by Lab Rat. And then if you empower it, it'll say something else. It'll say it's crafted by the Diverger Blacksmith. I don't actually have any empowered weapons right now because I haven't shown that. But ah, really? So it didn't work? That's really funny. That's another example of something accidental. You're supposed to be able to just use whatever, to be honest. I'm not sure why it didn't do that. It could be like you're saying though, it's checking for it. Yeah, that's a good idea. We have a harpoon now, right? I'm still amused that like I don't really understand their logic because he was spawned way off over here and now he's here but like happy with it. It's like this is now his center home, and if I push him away from here, he'll like wander back over there. So like he doesn't remember where he originally spawned, it seems, or he thinks this is where he originally spawned, which is kind of curious. I think it might have to do with the teleporting. Very interesting. So on a lot of monsters, if you haven't noticed on Palm, when you shoot ranged projectiles and stuff, or a monster shoots them, they teleport with this like green visual effects, and the timing isn't perfect, but the mechanic is there, right? And so I think when they do that, it actually tells them the new place they went to is their home origin spot, because now this diverger is just chilling here. And he's doing a pretty good job of staying alive, in all honesty. Very interesting. I don't even know where a harpoon is, but I'm hoping there's one here somewhere. Let's see. Maybe in tools. I guess that would make sense. Hey, we do have a harpoon in tools. Crazy. All right. I haven't used one of these harpoons in a while, so bear with me. I think it's pretty simple, right? You just throw it at the thing you're trying to bring in. Hello, teens. Happy New Year's Eve. Right? So he just can... He's not going to get angry at me, is he? Oh, no. He's okay with it. Okay, I get it. So it's like a little leash, yeah? Are you alright with this, Mr. Diverger? Ah, but my stamina... Oh, it does reheal. Okay. So I just have to go up some kind of rampy thing, and he's gonna follow me, right? Can I just bring him up here? Yeah? Hey, I can. Oh, that's easy. Okay. Well, this isn't so bad. He's wandered off. He needs to be over here for this thing to work properly, because otherwise players could just kill the diverger or something. And we don't like that. So generally bad things happen if you try and kill diverger. Not always though, it doesn't always work, but I think this is close enough. We're just gonna make him a new platform. Hey, hey. This is an interesting way to play. Are you gonna take care of that? Ah! That's hilarious. That was better. You don't like that? Ah, okay, okay. I don't have any real food for him, but there is actually a food system, so you can feed the food to them and it heals them. But if you give them the wrong food, they get angry and they try and kill you. And that mechanic is kind of intense, so I need to rework it. That's why I've just been avoiding giving him any food. But let's see. To start, we can... Hey, we have enough for this later. That's cool. To start off, we can just use the same thing earlier that backfired. That sounds like a reasonable situation. Let's try and get him closer. He does need to be kind of close. I don't think he has to be like right here, but he does have to be like maybe, I don't know, maybe like right there. Yeah, I'm still, I forgot about the harpoon for a second. Hey, now how do I unharpoon? Just throw it somewhere else. Attack. Ah, nice. Okay, okay. There we go. Wow, I feel like a professional harpooner now. Now, are you gonna stay there? I don't think you are, so let's make it a little more effective here. We're gonna need a tiny little post to give it some support. There we go. Now we can just make this. Yeah, there we go. We're trying to get him to fold down a little bit so that he's like successfully restrained. He's like the Hulk. We gotta keep him still. And now our conveyor is busted because he was gone and I tried to turn it on. So it not busted like broken script, like broken, it's a mechanic. So we need to fix it. And you have to know how to fix it because like where'd the button go? And there's a tiny little hitbox, right? So if we put any item on this, it could be an axe, a weapon, anything that you can mount on an item stand. I'm having so much trouble hitting it. There we go. Then you can replace it and boom, because the conveyor foreman is present, it starts actually working again and you get your item back. So it's like a way to make it work pretty much. And now the conveyor is turned on. So let's turn it off real quick because what I actually want to do is test to see if the thing that I changed yesterday is valid. And what I changed yesterday was the range of the conveying system. So before it ended right here pretty much. For now, we're just going to get rid of a bunch of this stuff. Because now we want to actually make the conveying system go kind of like down and to the side. And then it's going to go into this space here that doesn't have anything built in it, where some smelters will be. And then they can just sort of output the bars. Or maybe the smelters will be along the side here. We'll see how it goes. But it'll allow us to take advantage of this terrain over here, basically. So I can kind of hide the conveyor and bring it and wrap it around and right over here. So let's see. First, let's test and see the actual thing I was talking about. I should be able to make more conveyors and they will convert themselves properly here instead of continuing. So if I just clear this, there we go. Now, is it going to convert? It does. Nice. That is awesome. So that should mean that we have successfully increased the range at which these will function. But only time will tell. I can definitely build it a lot further than I could before. Let's see. Can I make this deeper, or is that as deep as it gets? All right, that is as deep as it gets, which means that I need to sort of work with the terrain a little bit more. And let's see. Yeah, I can widen this. I should build it higher. So what we're going to do is, I think it goes this way. Is that right? No, wrong one. I always make the wrong one. Like that. Ah, yeah, okay. Right piece, wrong direction. No, wrong direction, wrong piece. Hey, there we go. All right, that works, but I guess it needs to be, yeah, there we go. Okay, got it. So now we're going to place the next piece. And like this. Yeah. See, we're making some progress here. Look at this. Now we can just kind of keep it going. And I don't know how long this thing can be, but I tripled the range that it had before. Maybe there will be some consequences from tripling the range, but I don't think so, because Dakar originally made it with these pylons that basically increase the range, but I just removed that mechanic for simplicity's sake. So this will go here. I'll go down here in theory, travel up here. So this end of the conveyor seems to be all right. Nice. Now we can just keep going And in theory, this doesn't need to be here anymore. Because what we're going to do is have one main inlet where like loot from like this burial chamber, loot from the copper, that copper node, also the other one, can go here, and it's going to travel down. I think in this case, it's kind of cool that the conveyor is in this little part where the players are walking. We'll clear it up. But then it should kind of go down here and then go like out of the way. Basically, that's the idea. So instead of functioning like this, we're going to remove this. The range is basically, it used to be 30 meters. Now it is 90 meters. So I'm not sure if you meant multiplicative or additive, but there were many occurrences of a limit of 30. So I went through and changed those occurrences to limits of 90. And so far, we'll see. Maybe they won't function, but I think I got all the functioning components. We'll see. Let's see, I guess it can. It can start that way. And then kind of turn like this. And I like the idea of sending it down here a little bit. You know? And there's also something elegant about when the conveyors turn like in like circular sort of patterns. I know maybe I'm being gimmicky, but I really like building these conveyors. I find it really enjoyable. And especially this time because I have to actually work with the player constraints. Whereas the other times I was just like building with Devcommands to test them, and that kind of stuff's always lame. Feels lame. That's why I'm drawn to like things being dangerous and able to be destroyed. Because it makes building them just feel, I don't know, like more meaningful, more impactful. All right, we need another workbench. Nice, all right. Basements sound cool. I think so. It sounds like you found Pan's safety basement. Oh no, using the rat's nest. Okay. Yeah, I made the rat's nest basement, but then Pan also made another basement area that's full of grinding wheels. It's to bypass the mechanic that blows up extensions, so the grinding wheels blow up instead of other stuff. You know, which I feel like that's where it's like, yeah, it's bypassing a mechanic, but whatever. I think it works out. It's player effort, and they're understanding a mechanic and doing something about it. So I don't really like the idea of forcing players to do things. I like it when the players are able to come up with their own ways to deal with stuff, and maybe it's not the way I anticipated, but I always learn something from it. All right, so this is going to wrap around here, right? And so once this conveyor is in, we'll be able to sort of like build around the conveyors. Yeah, and right now the others don't know how to really use them yet. But once it's all set up, it's pretty much just a machine that you turn on. So here we are. This is the entry point. I'm gonna mess with someone's wall a little bit. But this area, see, it's like an unused little gap here. So what I'm gonna do is kind of bring the conveyor in here. So this is gonna be our receiving conveyor, and it'll bring it in. And the conveyors, Teens asked a good question. Are the conveyors mob proof? And they basically are. The player has to destroy them, but the conveyor itself, like I can take this axe, right? It doesn't, you can't damage it. And that's just for convenience. Like I want to make the conveyor usable. And if monsters are constantly destroying part of it, like, I mean, I guess that could be interesting in some ways, but for now, yeah, the conveyor is invincible. And it's going to come in here. It does sometimes glitch and drop ashwood onto the floor, which is kind of funny. Like the game notices that there's a bunch of ashwood way up in the sky, and it brings it down. I'll have to fix that at some point, but for now it's okay. We'll probably just end up with a really beautiful ashwood place. So this wraps around here, and I need to repair my hammer. Also, I'm gonna temper a hammer. Seems worth it. That's the thing I keep breaking. There we go, level 3 hammer, 400 durability. Now I just need some coins. Let's see, which one's coins again? This one? No. One of these, maybe? Oh, I'm being silly. I just build the stack of coins. Yeah, we don't have a blacksmith. He very dramatically blew the house up and then set himself on fire, said goodbye, and died. I forgot about that. Ooh, lovely little courtyard. I guess the blacksmith might need, he needs to have his own little tower. Maybe like up on the hill or something. That can be the blacksmith's spot. Because if the fire spews out and actually hits enemies, maybe that would work. I mean, we need a roof, but the blacksmith doesn't need a roof. He doesn't like roofs, as we learned in the previous situation. All right, conveyor wraps around, comes over here. I guess I should check and see if the conveyor actually works, because I have verified that it moves the pieces this far, but I haven't verified that the conveying action, so to speak, actually occurs. So let's see if I can do that. I'm just trying to sort of straighten this out a little bit, because the pieces are harder to place. The pieces that go up are a little bit harder to place at an angle. So let's see, maybe, is this the right one? No, wrong way. And as you can see, it takes me a while to get used to which piece is the correct one. This seems ideal though. I guess realistically it should go a little bit higher, right? So we can take it up one more node. Nice. And now it needs to sort of turn. And that's why, like, it's better. It looks better, at least, if the turn isn't in a curved area. But to be honest, that part of the game functions really well because it doesn't use physics. It just kind of is like, ah, there's an item there. I'm going to take it and put it here. So that's why it, like, can work. Because it's not actually, like, moving the item and calculating everything every second. It's just like, oh, move, oh, move, oh, move. And that's why it has that sort of jittery movement. But to be honest, I love it. I think it's hilarious. So here we are. Our conveyor comes all the way in here. And now I'm just going to extend the floor a little bit here. Let's make something like this. Okay. So in theory, the conveyor will come here and just put our metal plump right there. I guess I should clear a little bit more space there. There we go. Feel like I gotta add this. Nope, 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 nope. There we go. Yeah, so it'll convey in just like that. And in theory, this will work. And I'm gonna just aesthetically block this a little bit. Maybe something more like that. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, that's more what I was going for. Nothing too complicated. All right, so that stuff comes in, and then this should just work. Let's see if it actually powers on, so to speak. Our Diverger friend, you still here? He is. He is. All right. Let's see. All right, it's a bunch of nonsense. Also, I apologize because it's probably laggy for those of you with fancy enough situations. And here, yeah, it looks like the mechanism doesn't work in the new limit. So remember, this was pretty much where the limit was before. So that means that I need to look in the script, another part of it, and find the part that handles the mechanism of the motion, because I missed something. Let's double check, because if I did miss it that way, that would mean the other end also doesn't work once you get down further into this little tunnel. So let's see what we're working with. Oh. And yeah, we can see that down here, none of these are moving along. So that means I need to turn it off. And I'm gonna, for now, I'm not going to worry about it because I'll be able to fix that later pretty much. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, I set you on fire. I'll be able to fix that part later. For now, I want to make this sort of infrastructure for it. So this area is set up. It brings things up here. This can supply everything with coal. So this, from this point on, becomes a feed of coal and copper nodes that need to be smelted. So now we need to find spots to place forges or smelters, which I think can all be kind of down here. This way they're a little bit out of the way, away from the profile. And then the conveyor will pass through them, the stones and other things, and deposit them into the base. So to do that, we're going to need some stone bases right here. Just some kind of a stone block floor to work with here. I see Pan says that the blacksmith loves the roofs, which makes sense because you make a proper roof. I'm toying with the idea that the blacksmith basically does get aggroed and then shoots a bunch of fire and it actually goes out and hits stuff. I don't know if that'll work, but I kind of like the idea of using his destructive tendencies in some way. But we'll see. We'll see how that goes. Roofs go up, stairs go down. Hey, that's a good way to remember it, teens. Roofs go up, stairs go down. Roofs. This was built with roofs. The other one was built with stairs. Roofs go I'll reverse it. Stairs go down, roofs go up. That's easier for me. All right, time for some food. Bum 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 bum. Guess I don't need the best right now. And we have our stone cutter. So what we want to do is make the base for this, which is this stone floor thing here. And they need to be just under these things so that we can place the conveyors sort of through them. Before I placed it afterwards, let's see if that works actually. If I just place this like underneath, for example, can I now place a smelter on top of it? Yeah, it doesn't look like it because it's like thinking I'm on top of the conveyor, right? So I suppose what I would need to do would be to take the piece out, right? Take the piece out, which I guess would be, there'll be some duplication here, but that's fine. These pieces here, and then I would place this thing, right? Ah, no, it still doesn't work. So maybe it's actually the terrain here is getting in the way. What about now? Ah, okay, maybe that means it would work. Let's see. Thank you, thank you. Maybe that means it would work. Would work. Simple life. This way? Oh no, I have to turn the conveyor thing on. I have to turn build mode on, that's right. Up we go. He's still safe, that's nice, that's nice. Turn build mode on. Now we're gonna look over here, and let's see. Oh, wrong way. What I'm trying to figure out is, like, once I get a standard for how things can be placed, then all I have to do is kind of make it obvious how to do it. So I see that you can't place the wood. You have to get rid of the wood, place some stone, and then place the wood afterwards. And that's how you would be able to place the smelter. And now the only thing we have to pay attention to with the smelter is the output needs to be onto the conveyor belt, because the conveyor is going to load the smelter or pass through it as if it's not there. So by blocking the conveyor here, we would cause everything to accumulate here that can't go into the smelter. But we don't want that. We want it to pass through, and then we're actually going to have multiple smelters that just load up. And if we have like 4 or 5 of them or whatever, then we won't be able to overaccumulate it. Makes sense? So in this case, what is going to happen is I'm going to disable or disassemble all of these, except for the last one that is straight. So this part here where it curves, we're going to keep this in, and then we're going to make the rest a kind of stone section. So here we'll have 1, 2, 3, 4. We could probably do, I'd say, 5. There we go. And then they'll get picked up here and output over there and brought into the base. So now we need to build our smelter things. What? Silver necklace. Cool. We can see we're on a lovely zone border right here. And there's also this copper node that is like just where the base is. Very convenient. I have a feeling we're going to have plenty of copper. And that means plenty of money, because you can actually sell copper bars back to the Diverger foreman in a ridiculous loop of money creation. So one of the things I want to do is see how ridiculous that is if you do it on purpose. But for now, this looks like solid for our smelting area. And we can also make it so that the accumulation, because there will be some kind of accumulation that falls out, right? We need to give it a little ledge to fall onto. That'll make our lives easier later. So we have our ledge on the right, ledge on the left, and now we're going to place our smelters. Bum, 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 ba-dum. Crafting smelter. Here we go. So we're going to start it as far back as we can. And the only thing that matters is that this thing faces towards us. So 1. And then we're going to place our next one. 2. And our next one. 3. And the next one. 4. Okay, so it wasn't a whole bunch of smelters, but now you can see the smelters are all there, and all we have to do is clip the bench or the conveyor into the right spot. So I'm just going to line it up here. We can see that that's where it would be, like that, and I think we can just clip it into this edge here. Are we set up properly? Let's see. We should be going that way. Yep. And then we go here. Clip. And it works. Do it again. And we just keep going until we go through all of these. And obviously this is a little bit of a finicky process, right? But I feel like it is very much worth it. I'm going to get rid of these extra ones. And then boom, there we go. So it'll go through there, and then over there, over yonder, and then output over here. I don't know how this is going to go, to be honest, this little thing right here. So what I'm going to do, actually, is maybe I need to, like, fill it up a little bit. Let's see. I think if I just place, like, a little bit of something, just a wee little something. Oops. Ah, hey. Interesting. I got one of the mining buddies. I see how that should probably have a delay because it happened before the pickaxe did anything. Hello, friend. Forgotten friend. We have a friendly skeleton now. Oh, always unpredictable. Here we are. We're just trying to aim this. So I'm trying to sort of make this gap here just less noticeable. I think that should probably be fine. Yeah, now the item won't fall down into it. Obviously, that's temporary, but I think it should be okay. They'll come through here. They'll load up all 4 of these. The extra coal will keep going, I think, and like convey through, because it'll only get picked up if it makes it through. I don't know, though. Maybe it won't work properly because there's no space for the item to go into. We'll have to see when we turn it on. For now, this works. Oh, you tricky devil. How did you do that? Huh? All right, it's okay. We're just gonna address this situation here. All of the previous attempts around us show that these guys, it's like a game in itself, just restraining the diverger, to be honest. You'd think that you can just cage them in, but I swear, they're a little bit peculiar. Maybe I should just let him run around, to be honest. I don't even need to deal with him right now. Maybe he'll keep me alive. That could be the thing. All right, let's see. So I'm going to get this guy. Now, I'm going to pull up the script real quick and see what is going on here. It looks like there's probably just a part of the script that I didn't find that has to do with the range of motion. And I just need to find that because it very clearly stopped working at the same limit. And yes, Teens asked if the diverger teleport like other mobs do. And yeah, in Palm, pretty much all ranged monsters that have a projectile can teleport, but it's not guaranteed. So for the diverger, they teleport, but at a low rate. And that's probably how they're escaping. You're right. But I kind of dig it, to be honest. That doesn't really explain how the other ones escape, because they were escaping before I added that mechanic. But they do, the ranged ones in particular, shoot things, and then they can teleport where they shot something. All right, so here are the scripts. And I know you all can't see what's going on, but honestly, it's probably more interesting to see Valheim. Or not that any of you are really watching that much, but, you know, it's a listening thing. I get that. But for now, I need to fix this conveyor thing. And let's see. Oh, whoa, whoa. What's that hen doing there? 1 second. There is a chicken in the kitchen. Hey, bud? What are you doing up there? That is not where you lay eggs. You have to find a better spot. You're going to knock over all the seat. Here. There we go. You want to make it? You want to say something, Leela? This is the hen, Leela. She's usually quite vocal. But of course now she's a bit mic shy. You can't see the chicken in the mic, but she's there. Maybe, oh, maybe you hear her flapping her wings. She's looking for a place to lay her eggs, so I'm gonna go put her in something. One second. Nice. All right. Let's see. Yeah, we're looking for the script. Weapon-X, config, expand world. There we go. Now, let's see. I adjusted conveyor belt movement, but maybe I didn't adjust the conveyor control station YAML. Let's see. What's this? Build on. Yeah, there's a max distance there. Interesting, interesting. Okay, so this is something about the pylons, but I don't care about that because I removed the pylon. So when they turn the belt on, it starts the movement that with a start belt poke, and this has a max distance parameter. Here we go. It looks like if I just search through this document and I replace the occurrences of 31 with 91, it should just magically make our conveyors work the whole way. Whoa, 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 Leela! Chicken just flew right back into the kitchen. She's unhappy with her spot. That's very inconvenient, Leela. Yeah, here we are. So now I can actually show this. Why not? This is the stuff I'm looking at. And see how there's this number right here, 32? That's a distraction because this is for the pylon. This is the number we're going for. Max distance 31 conveyor. So I need to find all of the occurrences of 31 in the document, which is actually only right here. But it's under the pylon section. So I don't know. I don't know if that's going to count, but let's change it to 91 just in case. Because we've tripled everything, right? And here, this is all mechanisms to handle turning the belt off, right button. And it targets the pylons here, which don't matter. So it looks like this is the actual one that we're looking for here. There we go. See, max distance 91. And that is the start belt thing here, right? So that should work. But then we have build belt off. That's something else. Pylon off. And then power noise. These are all unrelated. So I'm hoping this max distance 91 was the thing that we needed. We can see here this is related to the pylon. Build off, press build on. Let's see. I will save this file and see if this makes it work. Or if everything breaks. Sometimes everything just breaks. But that's all I have to do, and then boom. Nifty, nifty. Here we go. Then my connection to the server goes all crazy. And then boom. Now, should be able to bring this guy back. Let's make sure he's behaving a bit. Here we go. He's definitely going to be close enough to us now. Come on. He doesn't seem interested in coming towards me. There we go. Come on, buddy. Yeah. I guess this is a better way to handle it, right? You can just sort of pull him in. Yeah, now you're back where you deserve to be. Actually, I really dig that they escape. It's very, very cute. So now we have this. We can turn off build mode, turn on belt power. Okay. Definitely some nonsense is happening. Crazy nonsense is happening. But is it happening all the way, right? All the way down. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We have movement on the far end. And if we keep going up here, what's going on? Let's see. It's certainly laggy. I apologize for the lag. It's not like it has to be on all the time. But it does look like we fixed the script. So now the proper range is applied. Awesome. And we'll also see what happens to those random pieces of nonsense, because the random nonsense, in theory, will go through the smelters and nothing will happen. Very funny. I love seeing it. It's definitely a little slower because of the length, but it works. It seems to work, at least. Very, very slowly. Is the Grey Dwarf Eye gonna pass through or get stuck? Oh, look at that. It just passes through. Hey, that is very nifty. And how many people are around? All right, there's 3 of us in this chunk. Yeah, I mean, not bad. It definitely acts a bit funny, but it works, and my frame rate doesn't get totally wrecked. Like, if I don't look at the conveyor, everything's fine. Maybe it's like that, not like that for others, but I'm going to turn it off now. And so now we know that the script itself is working properly. And what we need is just to load stuff up, right? There's going to be copper going down onto it. I'll toss some other stuff from the cart. And in theory, it'll take all of the coal and load all of those kilns. So we're going to do our tests now. But you can see that I haven't loaded any of these. They have no coal, and we built them earlier. They have nothing else in them, right? Smelter, 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 nothing. So we're going to take this cart that's up there and like toss a bunch of stuff in. Ooh. Nice. So I need a little bit of food. Bunch of random nonsense. I really should get that mod that makes it so that you put stuff away automatically. For my own sake, I'd probably be more sane. All right, I'm just gonna get rested, sip my tea. All right. Hey, we sort of have the long look back. 1 second. There we go. Now I guess there's just these 2 things. Now we can sort of see the roof thing. It's what the Diverger wanted. All right. Let's see. Demonic says, now make a hopper with angled wood pieces for the copper that bounced off them. Ah, yeah, that is cool. That's a good idea. We'll see, though. I think I've already put enough conveyors for now. And I'm just going to leave it going, and we'll see how things go. First, we need to start our fancy pants. You should fill it up. Let me help you out, Lebrat. And then boom, 100 out of 25. So he fills up the kiln for free for 1 wood, I guess. And then this is going to output 1 coal at a time, which is going to painstakingly, right, go over here, go all the way down, and then fill the first one. And then when that's full of coal, it'd go into the second one. And then when that's full of coal, it'd go into the third. So supposedly, we will just be able to fill everything up by tossing it in here. So let's start. Got some coal. That coal didn't get caught. You see that? Looks like it needs to have some kind of... needs to be a bit closer, it looks like. You see that? How do I make it work? Alright. Gotta fix this. Hello, Lisa Anderson. Thanks for watching me on Twitch. I've been doing a lot of YouTube stuff, but just started Twitch recently. So I've been practicing a YouTube and Twitch thing. And yeah, Valheim is a very awesome game. And this is a sort of customized version of it using a new mod that allows people to not have mods, but play on a changed server. So that's why there's this conveyor belt thing going on behind me. It is all done with Expand World prefabs. And it's like basically a text file that you can just put on the server, and then people can have different experiences. So I'm practicing with this, which was made by Dakar. And Valheim, is it my favorite game? Honestly, I would say yes. I didn't used to think that way. But now, because of how much freedom we have to like change servers and do whatever we want, we can like not just build buildings, but you can use Valheim to make like your own game. You know, it's really, really cool. Especially if you see like what 9byte and Dakar did with the adventure map. That was without the things that are enabling this. They did it with less tools, but now there's all of these really awesome tools that allow us to do like crazy magical things. That's what I'm working on, this conveyor belt system. So we're gonna look for... I need to toss a bunch of nonsense here because the kiln that I was building was outputting the charcoal a little bit too low to the ground. So I need to raise the ground a little bit in like multiple places, it seems. Yeah, that should work. And then now we're going to level it up here. And now when we make our kiln, we should be able to overlap it a bit. There we go. Yeah, now it should spawn the wood actually on top of the conveyor belt. Let's see. Yeah, you're right. It is a really great game, to be honest, even without all this other craziness. Yeah, look at that. Now the coal moves along slowly. So we are playing with multiple people. This is actually a completely public server. Anybody is free to join and try it out. It's a no map, no portals, very hard server, but because there's like all of these bases already built, there is a huge path that travels through every single biome all the way to the Ashlands. It's pretty easy to get into compared to doing no map, no portal by yourself on your own world. So if you're interested, or anyone else is interested in joining, all you have to do is just look for the link to the poolside Discord. You can find it in any of the YouTube videos about Path of Magic. And then you just join it and you can get the server information there. So I pretty much do these streams to test all these different mechanics And then the people who play are welcome to do as they want. They can participate, they can build things, they can go off and do their own adventure. It really is all fair game. I love seeing all the different ways that people play Valheim. And my general policy is that as long as you don't get in the way of other players, I'm all right with it. You can use the mods that you want. You can negate combat if you want to. You can just build. You can do the kinds of things you like. And I've found that I learn a lot about game development just by allowing people to sort of do what they want as long as they're behaving and seeing the different ways that people enjoy this game, because you're definitely right. There is a lot of depth to it, and people do different things in Valheim. You know, some people love building, right? Yeah, and Bless Star, has been around since the beginning of the all of this nonsense, and she's one of the builders that has stuck around and built a bunch of really cool stuff. So she's been helping build stuff out. What have you been working on, Star? You're doing, ooh, hey, this is more organized now. That looks nice. You're doing something in a basement, right? I remember something about that. Let's see. You and teens are both like that. You'll be like, it's not actually organized, but then compared to how I see things, oof, you're more organized than I am, that's for sure. Ah, yeah, I see, I see. So this is our little basement. That's very cute. I like the basement. Oh, and there's some copper under here. That's funny. So Lisa asked, do you play any other games or just this one? To be honest, I pretty much completely lost faith in modern gaming, and I only play old games. So I play lots of other games, but they're all like ROM hacks or fan remakes or different alterations. Like one of the things I've been playing a lot of is Daggerfall Unity, and like, yeah. I mean, I won't get into all of that, but I play old games that no one else cares about pretty much. That seems to be how it is. And I don't get excited about new games anymore because I've played games since I was a kid, and games like have, okay, I don't know about other people, but I've felt betrayed by games so many times. Got excited about something, it ended up being a lie. The company didn't even give a shit about the thing they claimed. All sorts of nonsense. So I just got tired of it, to be honest, and that's why I just sort of do this kind of thing and play Valheim, make different versions of things, can practice game development that way. And that's what I want to do, is like make games. And this version of Valheim gives us a more customizable experience. So like if you don't like something in Valheim, you can make your own expand world server and change the thing you don't like and then see how it feels. So it really gives you a lot of control, even though, you know, you don't need to like know how to do Unity or C# or any of that kind of thing. So here I'm doing a little experiment. We're going to toss like random amounts of copper and metal, and we're going to see how the forges handle filling it all up, because they should fill up with the metal. And then, all right, Lisa says, sounds good. Like you're playing some variety of games. Yeah, I mean, I play a variety of games, but they're all old games. So I usually try and play things that have a mechanic that I'm interested in. And Daggerfall in particular, I mean, is like 2D graphics from ages ago. So of course it's been reworked in Unity and everything, but like it's very simple, and that is an inspiration for me because it allows me to kind of think of how when one does game design, one can figure out like what simple ways we can make things work, even if it's not that realistic. Because I kind of feel like people focus too much on realism, and we should just be focusing on what's fun. Because like we're playing games, right? Isn't that the point? But that's just my kind of philosophy, right? And that's why this version of Valheim is so chaotic. It's called Path of Magic, by the way. I just love the chaos. Like genuinely, I like it when it's more chaotic and you build things, but then they sort of get destroyed sometimes, but not like they're totally destroyed. You know what I mean? And I find that ebb and flow, it's like it's more wholesome than if I just try and build something by myself, in all honesty. Let's see what's going on. We have tossed our various kinds of scrap metal onto our conveyor, and we can see that the first conveyor, or the first smelter, has 7 coal in it, whereas the others don't have any coal yet, so they haven't been loaded. But let's see, what's happening with the metal? How far is that making it? Okay, the first smelter is full, second smelter is full, third smelter is full, and the fourth one still has 1 left. So it looks like we're basically experiencing a coal shortage. So let's address that because we have loads of coal further in the base. So I'm just going to kind of bring it here. And it looks like they handled the stacks quite well. So I think I can just toss like this stack of 50 coal. And then maybe 1 more stack of 50 coal. And is it going to like split them up somehow? Let's see what happens. In the meantime, Lisa says, how long have you been playing Valheim in general? Oof. Ooh, let's see. I don't even know, to be honest. I know what I was doing. Valheim like came out. I heard a little bit about it, but didn't really care. And I was playing classic World of Warcraft. We were in like Blackwing Lair or something. But we had kind of gotten bored of it, and most of the people in the guild were like, whatever. Ha. And then one of the guild leaders actually got a Valheim server and asked some other people to join. And that's how I first started playing Valheim. And I was like, huh, this is a game, okay. But then I just got super into it. And the thing with Valheim, like, you really need other people that you, like, kind of mesh with and can play who also like Valheim. Otherwise, you're going to get bored of it. Because most of the time, people start playing Valheim, and the people they're playing with are sort of, like, not really long-term interested in Valheim. So they lose interest. And once the people you're playing with don't really care anymore, I don't know, it's just, like, a normal situation, really. So people tend to struggle to find people that they like to play with. And that's kind of why a lot of people don't enjoy Valheim as much as they could, at least in my experience. And we can see that we tossed all the coal in, right? And now all 4 of our smelters are actually working. Crazy. Looks like there is some nonsense going on, though. See this? That's what I would call nonsense. And this is why I needed to test it, because it appears... Yes, it appears that I placed the conveyors sort of too close together. So there's this accumulation of copper because the copper can't fall onto the ground in front of it properly. But I have a feeling that when the second one shows up, it knocks the first one into place. We'll have to watch that and see what happens here. It is kind of funny seeing them just suspended like that. Ah, I see. I see what's going on now. I get it. I get it. So I'm brand new into the Twitch streaming thing. Haven't learned about all of these things, and also don't really have very good internet yet. So most of what I'm doing is sort of practice until I get a better situation where I'm not like bottlenecked as much. But for now, I'm just gonna act like this is all I can do, and gonna get the playtesting that I need for these systems. Yeah, see that's a problem. We gotta fix this. But some of them go through, right? And it looks like I can rework this, so why don't I do that? I'm just gonna redo this part here, go all the way up, because I need to now turn the conveyor off. There we go. Oh no! Oh no, it worked. Yeah, okay, cool. Conveyor's off. And now I need to kind of redo this part. Yeah, hovering bars. Hello, Jeremiah. Welcome, welcome. And we're going to try and fix the magnetism on those bars. They just need enough space to full. So I crammed 4 forges into this area. It looks like I need to rework this because basically here I turn in a weird way over there, but I could actually just go like this and keep going and turn here. That honestly would be a better way to handle it because then I can also get rid of this spot right here, right? So we're just going to do that. I'm just going to redo this entire section. Yeah, I can tell, Lisa. I appreciate the questions, but I can tell by your proper grammar and the way you write that it's some kind of marketing. And I don't mean to dismiss you or anything. I appreciate that. That's cool that you've done some work and stuff. And yeah, I will happily check it out. But there's there's like a very obvious difference when people generally when people are like not marketers, they don't use effective grammar and they're not articulated and they also don't ask questions so pointedly. But you know, it is what it is. Marketing is always a controversial topic for people. All right, so the conveyor goes down here, over there. We need more stone, that's right. But yeah, if you send like yeah, okay. If you want the Discord, then all you have to do is look on YouTube and find the channel, and you can find the poolside Discord. It's in all of the discussions there. And if you post something in the Discord, I will look at it. That's fine. You just have to find it. I have a bunch of YouTube videos, so you can just search for JP Valheim on YouTube, and that will get you down the rabbit hole that results on you eventually finding a link to the poolside Discord. You could also go to a streamer, another streamer, who is Splash or Captain Crumbs. They also have links to the same Discord because we have a community Discord together. Yeah, right. It's like there's some of them it's just marketing, right? Like there's a lot of people in the world who have some kind of product, they're trying to make some money online. And like they do it by like basically like spamming people, right? And like that's normal to a point. That's the world we live in. But then there's also people who scam. Look, Lisa, like you can find what you want if you actually give a crap. Just go to YouTube, search for JP Valheim. I'm not going to put it here and make it easier for you when you're very clearly just marketing. So, yeah, I'm going to move on. We have to make this part longer. And let's see, 1, 2, 3. Before there were 4 and it sort of wasn't working. So I'm just going to go down, starting from this part here. And we're going to, this works, this thatch roof. Here we go. Wait, what did Teen say? Stairs go down, roofs go up? I think that's what she said. We'll see. Oh no, I have to turn build mode on. Of course, of course. And of course it's dark, you know? Like, I swear Valheim is always dark. All right, I turned build mode on. So now I can go back over here and actually place what I need to place, right? Boom. Nice, there we go. And here, we actually want it to not be in some kind of spherical situation. What we want is a wood floor going... Oh, no, 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 it's backwards, isn't it? Yeah, I messed up. I messed up. It's the stairs. No, no, not the stairs. It's the roof. That's right. Okay. Ah, the roof is harder to place this way, isn't it? Yeah, because it does that thing. All right, whatever. Boom. There we go. Now we just take this top part off. There we go. Our conveyor, step 1. Now, no, that didn't work. The conveyors are cool because you would think it would need all the pieces to work perfectly, but you can kind of just do what you just saw me do, right? And it actually works. which is crazy. So you don't have to have the whole parts, and it still kind of works. Like everything doesn't have to be placed perfectly. So I'm gonna move this. Bum, bum, bum. All right, let's see. It's going to the right, so we want it to go to the left, like this. There we go, nice. And we're gonna go to this point, and it needs to then turn and meet that area over there. So how do we do that in like a quick manner? It looks like you need 4 pieces to make the turn. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I can make one more part here. There we go. All right, 1, 2, 3. I guess we can angle it more. So instead of angle it 1 unit like this, I can do 2. And then 1, 2. Okay, so that does it much faster. I don't know if it's gonna work though, but we'll try. These are all things I hadn't done before. So this is my chance to learn the mechanics of it, right? So 1, 2, boom. And then 1, 2, boom. Here we have, yeah, it looks like that'll work, to be honest, because it doesn't really need to be perfect in any way. It just needs to get close enough. The only thing that might be a bit weird here is that this is a bit higher up. I don't know how that's gonna go. So how about we change the strategy? Instead of doing this, we actually start from the aligned ones, which are behind me. Over here. So we'll be able to go through here. But it doesn't perfectly clip in. You see what I mean? So it'll keep going, and then it'll output here. And for now, it'll be easier, I think, if I actually just leave this part blank and we get these smelters constructed. So let's put all this stuff from earlier into this conspicuous little barrel here. It's going to hold all of the coal and all of the things that we're going to toss back onto the belt to test the loading. Nice. Got our Surdling cores. More copper, all sorts of other nonsense. All right. So now we had 4 of them. And the issue was that they were too close to each other. So the metal bars weren't landing properly on the conveyor belt. Lisa, I'm not going to respond anymore because I'm doing this. So I'm not going to just stop and deal with your thing. If you actually want me to look at the art or whatever, I will do it later. You already did everything you need to do. But I have problems being rude, so this is how I'm dealing with you being very persistent and clearly marketing. Now we're going to move on, and that's the last thing I'll say about it. We're going to load this up, right? But I need to make sure that I can still reach this corner right here. So I can't cover the corner, and the output needs to be on the stone. So probably right there. And before they were set up like this, but that wasn't enough space. So we're going to give them more space. I'm assuming that will be probably enough, to be honest. Here we can switch to the other side. There we go. Nice. 1, 2. That one's too close. Or too far away, rather. Bum, 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 bum. There we go. Looks like we can fit 5 of them with our newly extended smelting center. There we go. And now I can rewire it, right? Because you have to redo it afterwards. Because I can't clip everything in. Here we go. Now, there we go. This needs to go like that. Oh, no, no, no. I'm doing it on the wrong side. There we go. Ah, no, no. It was the right side. That's what we're looking for. All right. Thank you, thank you. And now we can just clip it back in here. It really feels like building a machine, to be honest. Like, I really enjoy that aspect of the conveyor belts. I've been excited ever since Dakar made them. I was really, really excited to figure out how to integrate actually using them on Path of Magic. Maybe I can just go like 1, and then maybe 2 more. Let's see. 1, 2. I'll make that one more angled. This one. And then this maybe. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Jake in the bushes says, this is interesting. I'm only on episode 6. I'm going to have to catch the basics of conveyors. Yesterday I got some black metal, so tomorrow I can upgrade to the pickaxe. Yeah, you're using the antler one. Yeah. Yeah, I feel you. The antler one is certainly rough. I think this most of what I'm showing in the conveyors is in this episode. The previous one was me sort of more getting used to the conveyors, and then also the Diverger blacksmith like blew up the roof and a bunch of other things happened. Whereas now I'm more used to what the conveyors do, and I fixed some of the things that were happening. So it's more conducive to the experience. Whoa, did that line up? That looks oddly like it's fate. Let's see. Stairs go up. No, no, no. Stairs go down. That's right. It's always the opposite of what I'm used to, I swear. All right. This is our moment of truth, though. Okay, that would be where it won't work, so maybe there. Nope. There we go. All right, so now all I have to do is just do it one more time. Boom. Yeah, okay. I think we now have... yeah, now we have a situation where this goes up there. I don't know if it's going to pass this little bump right here, but I think it's going to work. This stuff has like no creator for some reason, so we can't pick it up. But this looks good. Goes through there. Here's all of our nonsense from earlier. So let's get started. I think we're ready to do the next test. I'm going to have to lug this up here. Got some tin ore. All right. Turn build mode off. Turn the conveyor on. No! Where is he? Oh, no. Of course. He's always escaping his confinement. I think this time I just let him wander around, though, so this is what I get. Conveyor foreman, where are you? He's probably chasing nonsense somewhere. Last time he went missing, I thought he was dead, but he ended up being right over here. I don't see him, though. Let's see. Anybody see the conveyor foreman? He ran off, the little devil. This looks fine. No foreman over here. What about over here? I can always summon a new one, but it's kind of expensive. They're like 999 coins. I don't have that kind of money. Let's see. Copper. Did he fall in here? No. Very bizarre. And he's definitely not close because the thing didn't turn on. Does that mean something got him? I find it hard to believe that something killed him because they're so powerful. Interesting. Huh. Jake in the bushes says that yesterday he was showing one of his friends Path of Magic, and they mentioned a PAL rework where it randomizes the enemies and levels and makes it more of a serious survival game. And that sounds cool, to be honest. I find that like making it more no map, no portals, and hard. It's not that I like the hard stuff. I mean, I like Dark Souls and that kind of thing, but it's more that it makes the game easier to develop in because the players have like more limitations, so you can predict their behavior better. And if you make something that like moves them around quickly, it's useful. Whereas if you're playing on a no or a normal portal world, like it's not that useful to have like a fast boat. Like, yeah, people may like it, but it's not the same as having a fast boat on a no portal world. Earlier, I meant to say if you're playing on a portal world, like a world with portals, a normal world, then you don't care as much about moving resources around. Usually. Obviously, not everyone's like that. And I don't mean to diss on portals because I understand most people are quite busy. They have really busy lives and they just can't afford to spend a lot of time playing Valheim and doing everything the long way. But I would argue that if those same people had more free time in their lives and they had the freedom to take a longer time in Valheim, I think they would actually have more fun playing on no portals. I'm also a sucker for no map. Once I did it once, I never went back. But, I understand that everyone's not like that. I tried max raid mode and I didn't like it. Sometimes we have to try things and then don't deal with it. All right. Jake says that he saw a Baliog flying by one day. That they're, yeah. So Bal loves setting up catapults. So he's set up a bunch of these catapulting spots all over the world, and you can like, yeah, that's how he travels around. He like catapults himself and yeets himself off into the distance. And he's found ways using some of the mechanisms here to do some crazy stuff and spawn it really high in the air so you can get a really good catapulting fast travel experience. He's like the master at that sort of thing, to be honest. I'm sure you'll probably find one of his things at some point. All right, so this is going in, and my situation was that I lost the Diverger foreman. Yes, I see. So this seems to be a recurring theme. And instead of suffering through it like I have been, what I'm gonna do is make a proper little hut for him. So, ooh, nice. I like this. Good decor here. Looking cool. Whoa, hey, a whole roof. Ooh. I like the openness star. Good job. Very cool. Hey, Smokestack. Hello, Jarak or Smokestack. Welcome, welcome. You are welcome to join us, by the way. This is, I'm live streaming as part of like, it's sort of like a beta test of a Valheim rework called Path of Magic. So it's like a very different experience as you'll see if you watch things. And anybody is welcome to join. You can find the information you need by just finding the poolside Discord. You can get that from my YouTube content or other people's. And that'll have everything you need to get started on Path of Magic. You don't need any mods. That's what's so cool about it. It's this new way to make different Valheim experiences where the players can just join and they don't need to have like a specific mod installed and deal with any of that. And I've been completely obsessed with it for like 4 months at this point. Now, I need to make some safer accommodation for our Diverger friend, which is what I'm about to work on. to do that, I'll need to get some more stone, which is pretty cool. Ah, you're welcome, Smokestack. And don't feel like you have to. I mean, people are welcome to play and join, and you can play together. I like everything we do is pretty communal. So like, it's not like there's a specific base and you have to keep it to yourself. You could come join the group sort of and do stuff, and if you want to build something or improve it, you're free to. Like the point of the danger in this server is sort of to enrich the building experience from my perspective. But obviously, that's kind of a controversial opinion for people. So what we're going to do now is build this diverger a more reasonable home instead of this psychological terror nonsense over here. Gonna get rid of all this, get rid of all this clutter and randomness, and organize it a bit. Nice. I do organize sometimes. It's usually step 9. I don't always get to step 9. Sometimes I don't even get to step 2, but I value organization. I just live in such a cluttered, creative way that I'm not always in that state. Yeah. I don't want to put him in the ground. You're asking me to bury the diverger alive? Didn't yesterday you say that I need to treat him better, and now you're suggesting I bury him alive? That's quite a change of circumstance there, isn't it? Change of sentiment. That's the word I was looking for. Sentiment. All right. This looks a little bit less crazy. And the diverger needs a little home here. And this thing is right here. So I'm going to make his home a nice place underground. Yeah, he could. But I want to make him a little room, basically. It's going to be right here. And it's not going to be underground, but it will be made of stone, and he won't be able to shoot out of it. Say that'll probably be fine. Yeah, it'll totally be fine. Let's just... That looks fine. Put that there. This will be his little platform. He's going to live here. And we need... Oh, someone got some black marble. 25 black marble. Nice. I'm sure we'll have some fun with that. Here we are. This is going to be his little house. And I think as long as he can't shoot out of it, it'll be fine. So if I just set it up like this, and he can't actually shoot anything, I think it'll work. See? There's his little spot. Now I need to find 999 coins. Tragic. But then it should work, right? We're just gonna build the coin pile and then build a little thing here. It'll be like this. Where, there we go. We just put one of these. Not fully symmetrical. I don't like how that looks. Would have been better to line it up, but you know, too late for that now. We'll just go with something like that. There we go. And he's going to be able to shoot out of that, so maybe now he won't be able to. We'll see. Actually, no, he will be able to. Who am I kidding? I know how this works. Let's do it like right there. There we go. That should actually block him. Now, we need to get our coins. I think, you know, I think we have enough coins. Just need to sell some more stuff, yeah. Let's see, if I sell 2 stacks of rubies, then we're good. So I'll go do that. Bum-ba-dum. Oh, wait a second, I can sell full stacks of stuff to our trader, can't I? Didn't I do that? I swear I set that up at some point. Hey, wow, I've been running. I've been running to the other trader for no reason. That's hilarious. Thank you, buddy. Thank you. Thank you. Ooh, increased accommodations. Are these mistal windows? All right. We have our 800 coins here. Oh, Teens, you're so kind. Teen says, I don't need to worry about organizing because other people can't resist organizing after me. But I know it's disrespectful to leave a trail of nonsense. So at least I shut the doors. I am learning, Teens. I have to shut doors until I learn to make a script that automatically shuts all doors so nobody is disrespectful ever again. But I haven't made that script, so humanity must suffer. Now we can summon our foreman, and hopefully in his little accommodation, everything's gonna be fine. Let's see. Come on. There we go. And then we just do the classic summon. Hey! Hello there. He's so friendly. All right. Okay, he filled up the kiln. Now I have to do the same nonsense as earlier. I have to fix this because it's broken, right? I can't turn it on because the power button fell off. So I gotta go over here. And I gotta put some random item on and then take it off and then boom, it's fixed. And the conveying is now working but lagging. There we go, it started. Okay. We have our conveying. And now we can get to the actual test. We have all of these set up. All I need to do is basically bring the contents of this barrel, toss it up onto this conveyor, and then see if it loads everything properly. So what we're going to do is go over here, maybe come out a little bit. There we go. This looks like we could toss stuff even if we're encumbered. Run over here real quick and try and give us all some light. There we go. I need to light this area better, honestly. And our coal. Nice. Jake in the bushes says, can mobs activate the P plates? Pressure plates? These things? I'm not sure what you mean by the plates activate. Ah, oh, I see. Smokestack's talking about a mod. I see. Let's see. He says, I like using the mod that gives pressure plates for doors and windows. And, that is cool. So yeah, I think I've seen that actually. People are always asking how to do that sort of thing in Expand World prefabs. Because you can actually, if you set it up right, you can do pretty much anything in Expand World prefabs. Here we go. I love that it loads, like, it actually loads the coal, like, and then loads it into the next ones. Like, it's so cool that it handles the logic for that. I don't know why it's so impressive, but I just feel like dumbfounded by it, to be honest. Like, here we go. You have to land them more in the center, but then it picks it up. And then let's see what's going to happen here. Okay, there's one. And then this 14 pile of copper, right? So what happens? Oh, it overfilled a little bit. All right. But then it went into the next one. And what's going on here? Nothing has made it over here yet. Huh, that's cool. All right. Hello again, Lisa. You are being very, very persistent in marketing. Interesting. I am still streaming, just so you know. So that I'm still busy. Like I explained, I'll do your thing later when I have time. And that's pretty much it. So if you ask again, I won't even do that. Stop being pushy. All right. Let's see. Now we just need to finish the test. And I think that's to just toss everything in. And at this point, I think our system is working. Like we basically have our conveyor and it outputs things like stone and metal, and it will ignore the stone and output it in the same place, just like it's going to ignore this already smelted silver if I can throw it properly. There we go. Whereas when you put some ore in or some coal, then it will open up. You see? And it keeps going. 0 out of 10, 0 out of 10. But the ore went through. So it looks like it doesn't always work perfectly, right? Because why did the ore... Ah, I see. The creator ID thing is messed up. So no one could pick it up. That's why. Sometimes that happens. It's just a multiplayer thing because there's multiple people in the area. And that causes some nonsense. But for now, that's fine. Looks like we're full on coal. And we just need more ore. I guess I'll go to actually try and mine more like a normal person. You still here? Yeah, he's still here. He's still here. We have some copper. Also gonna toss all of this stone. And we're just gonna see if it successfully ends up in the right place. Because I should pretty much be able to just leave all this nonsense and then come back later. And then it'll work. Oh, I could mine that copper star, but it's gonna come back once a week. So we should probably just keep in mind where it is. Make some... Whoa! Hey, 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 hey. Hey, don't you be hurting the Diverger Foreman. Stop that. This little bastard. I don't scold the chickens, to be honest. They're too adorable. It's genuinely hard to scold a chicken because they're just remarkably cute, and who's the idiot who lets them into the house in the first place and got them in the first place? Well, me. So I can't really be mad at them, you know what I mean? It's like, and then especially whenever you say anything mean to a chicken, you feel like an idiot. Like really, it gets to you. You're like, really, am I being mean to this innocent, sweet, feathered creature? Like, really? Does my life come to this? All right, now I'm wondering though, because in theory, I can like blow this up a little bit, and then the stuff will drop onto the conveyor, and then it'll convey down. Also, I can kind of like go into a base or something, or into one of these dungeons, and then toss it out, and it should convey away. So, why not try the Gook bomb thing? Or ooze bombs? I think that's what they are. If I open this up. Hey, look at that! That's so funny. It's got all this nonsense. So some of it I can't pick up. That's just a kind of lag thing. Don't worry about that. That's so funny though. Look at all these bars. It like brings the resources in. And so you see we have this little place in the base, and it'll just bring them over. Got some more stuff to smelt here, but very cool. Also love how much the base is opened up. Absolutely gorgeous. Yeah, I was thinking about doing the ward explosion, but to be honest, it's probably too close to the base. So I'm gonna do the Guck bomb thing and hope for the best. Oh wait, can I even make them yet? No, we don't have any. Oh yeah, it's Guck. That's right. We don't have any of that, do we? Yeah, I can't even see it yet. Tragic. I guess I could buy some Guck from the floor trading system. Let's see. What is the EWP? Let's see. Here we are. Screenshot. No, getting started. There we go. This is what I'm going for. All right, so I will switch this over real quick. And now you can see the Discord. And what we're looking at for now is the floor trade system, because I want to get some ooze or Guck But it looks like that's not part of floor trade. But we can get some through the merchant. I think we can trade. What do we need to trade? 25 guck is 50 ancient bark. Okay, so we would need to get ancient bark to then get guck. So I guess I can't do that right now. Unless I could buy ancient bark, but I don't think I can. I guess I have to do actual normal progression. All right, anyway, let's move this back. Set this up. There we go. We're on the proper tab. And that is happening. I came in here. Was going to make those, but instead I'll just mine. Mine like a normal heathen. All of our things are at work. That's still working over there. We do actually have some more copper ore. Why don't I go grab that? That would be smart. Up here. Ah, you saw some guck in the chest? Oh, does that mean the guck's not what I'm missing? No, you're right. There's 40 guck somewhere. Huh. Wait, so what am I missing to make the bombs? I don't remember. Leather scraps. Guck. Oh no, it's ooze, isn't it? It's not guck, it's ooze. They're ooze bombs. Yeah, and we haven't been in the swamp. I haven't been anywhere near the swamp, so I don't have any ooze. I think that's what's going on. All right, well, in that case, I'm just gonna mine it like a Neanderthal. Up we go. Hiya. Obviously, it'll be way faster later on once I've progressed a bit. But for now, this is what we are reduced to. Just mining normally. And then in theory, the bits are going to fall down. And we'll also be able to toss stuff down. And this will result in a bunch of copper and stone going to the base and getting smelted. And all we have to do is be over here and mine stuff. Try not to get killed by the undead legions. Uh-oh. You want to go? Huh? You want to go, Mr. Skelly? Oof, yeah. All right. So funny. Looks like something happened. Oh, nope. Whoa. All right, all right, all right. You want to go? Let's go. Oof. There must be a tomb on the other side there, something like that. Definitely a lot of nonsense here. Ow. Oof, oof. Wait, what? Ah, yeah, I feared them. That's right, troll leather fear mechanic. I'm still surprised by those, to be honest, that those mechanics actually do something. Surprising. Let's see, Jake says, I'm so lost with no map. If I lose the path, I'm going to be a nomad. Yeah, that's basically how it works. That's why the path is here. If you stroll off of it, like, I often feel like I'm super lost, and then it turns out I was, like, just around the corner. But you feel lost, you know what I mean? That's the experience. Ooh, floor item removal and a conveyor belt. That's gonna cause issues. That's another subject, though. I won't get too into that. Hey, this Grey Dwarf trophy. Just chilling there. Look at all this nonsense. That's fine. I'm not going to mine this whole copper node. I'm mostly just trying to test out the mechanic. And it'll be really easy to get copper or money from this. Because we have like a copper mining base setup, right? Now I can just toss stuff. And I'm going to try and smelt all of the ore that we have using this conveyor system. That's the idea. It would honestly be a great situation for a troll. Because you could just, not like a troll, like a Valheim troll. Because you could just have the troll attack you, and the conveyor belt is invincible, right? Oh, he's gonna kill me. Oh, I was doing so well. Give it some time, and I always find a way to die. Always, like clockwork with routine. That got so brutal. I apologize, by the way, for my stream quality. Like, my life is currently limited to 250 kilobits sometimes, and I'm working on it. I'm setting things up as best as I can. But for now, I don't have better internet, and I have to wait until like a slot for fiber becomes available, which will theoretically happen at some point. But for now, this is my life. Here we are. We're going to take all of the smeltable stuff to the conveyor. So I think I have, there's probably one of these has ore in it. I don't know which one though. Guess I can take some time and find out. Arrows. Gear. Nope. I swear one of these has ore. I swear. Stones? Nope. Maybe in metal. Ah, I see. I guess maybe we don't have any more ore to craft, or maybe it's right here. Nope. Cool. That was all of it. I guess I put everything in the cart the other day. So we can go out. Let's see how it's doing. Our smelters are chugging along here. And we can see that spacing them further along worked well. As you can see, there are no floating metal bars. The coal is running low, but aside from that, looking pretty good. Is our diverger still alive? Hey, he's still here. But the true test, to be honest, the true test is going to be, is the diverger alive when we get back? Like next session. That will really determine it. Where did I die? I died down in the pits. Down in the copper mine. It feels more like an actual copper mine now. An empowered Grey Dwarf? Okay, I'm going to turn around. I should have eaten some food or something. That looks gnarly. Don't you throw stones at me. I don't have enough health for that nonsense. Uh-oh. I've died. Oh, that is the empowered Grey Dwarf. Well, maybe he'll drop something cool. Uh-oh. This is a whole new kind of resource farm. You can just fight monsters while they're on the conveyor belts. Ah. Hey, I got the conveyor drop. Or sorry, the empowered monster drop. So empowered monsters are sort of like mini bosses, right? And they drop this special chest, which is a treasure chest, and it'll disappear if you don't loot it straight away. So you have to loot it quickly. There we go. Wait, so if he dies, does his loot then get conveyed? Nah, he didn't die close enough to the conveyor. That's really funny, though, to be honest. Boop. I'm highly amused by this thing. Yeah, eating sounds like a really good idea. You are right on point there. I'm actually going to go back to the base and organize my inventory and then go into a crypt and then toss whatever I get into the crypt on the conveyor, because that seems like the logical thing for me to do. Coal, anything else? Random nonsense. I guess we need this. Nice. All right. Now, time to go home. I think I can die. Well, of course I can die. I think I can make it back without losing my 11 health. Ooh, look at that. We need to address that situation real quick though. Make some of the coal. Then just toss it here, should be good. Boom, and you getting conveyed? Yes, you are. And boom. Did it work? Yes, nice, cool. All right, so that should load those all up. I don't even know what happens to the conveyors when we sleep. Like, I have absolutely no idea how that gets handled. Really. Sounds messy. All right, here is a chest. I guess for now, I'm just gonna, this is gonna be where I put some nonsense. I have to have a nonsense chest, otherwise I just go crazy. And now we're gonna actually, why not use this staff of fracturing that I got earlier, instead of using silver arrows, and I can use up some of the eater food. Here we go. Eater. Stamina. Let's go with just some simple stamina food, I suppose. Some onion soup works. And then some health. Why not serpent stew? All right. Seems like a decent loadout. We got a tiny bit of eater. We got some arrows. Got a bow. Nice. I'd say we're good to go. All I need now is a cart. I'm going to take that cart. And we're going to take it to the burial crypt that's a little bit further away. All my chests are nonsense chests, teens, really. You know, you probably have a point there. This cart is a nonsense cart. I guess if I just, anything I throw on here ends up in the base, right? So does that mean if I just toss all this nonsense on the conveyor, it'll just convey into the base? I guess we'll see. We shall see. Don't need the fine wood. Oops. Yeah, the conveyor foreman will buy metal. So you can toss him metal and he'll tell you how much he'll pay for it. That's why he's spamming me at the moment. And I think I already cleared this crypt. So let's go through here. Because there were a bunch of undead over here. And I think these undead are from another tomb. And so Jake in the bushes asked if this staff of fracturing was a drop. And yes, there are like, I want to say like 15 items that are like really high damaging endgame items that can drop, just the really rare drops. And you can tell that they are because they say crafted by the path of magic, as opposed to like a player. So that crafted by is what tells you if it's a drop. If it says crafted by the path of magic, it's definitely a drop from the server. Or someone who really knows what they're doing with world edit commands. Let's take our cart for now, though, and keep going. In the case of your sword, that particular sword is not available on the loot table. But there are many other weapons that are. So I think, yeah, somebody dropped the sword to see if someone would find it, and then you happened to come across it. So, I mean, I think that's fine, to be honest. I'm amused. Woo. And honestly, this server is so crazy. It's really fine to, like, have, like, more stronger weapons or something. You're still gonna die. Like, something's gonna happen that catches you off guard. I mean, I've been like doing this, right? I'm in the Black Forest. I haven't even gone to the swamp yet, or the plains, or the Mistlands, or all these more chaotic places, right? And everything is more chaotic. It's not like the changes here only apply to the Black Forest. What on earth? All right. I see, I see. I need a little cart path. We're going to do that after we clear these, let's call them wildlife defenders. There we go. All right, so this has to go like up, like that way. So let's see. I don't know if this is going to work. Hey. That looks reasonably promising. Yo. What a easy to make path. I forget that sometimes terrain does actually do what you want it to do. Well, thank you for christening the path for me, my friends. There we go. Now we take our cart, take it back through this nonsense. There we go. All right, Jake says, it's an awesome side quest. I will give my hero monologue when I'm off work and can hop in and voice chat someday. But for now, I'm looking for a Forge Master to repair it and show how it helped me grow. That's awesome. Yeah, it's funny too. I summoned the guy who repairs things, and it was great. And then he like proceeded to nerk everything and blow the whole place up and then kill himself. And I was like, that mechanic seems like it's too powerful. And then the mechanic killed itself. Crazy. All right. Now there should be a burial crypt here somewhere. And the idea is to find it. I don't know though. Maybe those undead were just from something else, like maybe from a raid. There were some stragglers. Because it looks like the closer crypt is actually further away. So maybe I should just go to the one that's close by on the other side of the base. I mean, obviously that would be more realistic. Hello, Mr. Troll. A troll in a troll cave? What? Crazy. All right. He's through here. Our next crypt is right over yonder. It's pretty much on the other side of this oak tree. So that was where the stone tower used to be, right here. So the crypt should be down here somewhere. I swear it's close by. Ah, yeah, this is the cart, the path. It's right here. That looks like a copper node. Ah, here we are. There it is. There's the crypt. I remember now because of these mushrooms. There were loads of them. You want to go? Troll scout? Where's your troll? Suspicious. I'm kind of wondering if I go do this and then I go back, is the conveying gonna have like conveyed? You know what I mean? Is it gonna have done it? Will there be a bunch of smelted things to deal with? Uh-oh. I completely forgot that I'm gonna be surrounded by undead monsters trying to kill me because we're near the crypt. It's actually weird that there weren't more undead out here, to be honest. Not sure what that's about. Ooh, did not succeed in the block. Ah, yeah, he was a starred skeleton. I guess that makes sense. I also didn't have that much health. I don't know what I'm doing, though. I'm not even, like, remembering that I have a staff of fracturing. And I keep thinking I can't use it. Even though I have it equipped and I have the food. Oh, I guess I'm stuck in my ways, huh? Oh, a glass cage. Interesting. Very interesting. All right, we're gonna eat our food. Get the fancy food. Get our rested buff. And we're good to go. Ah, yeah, Jake, by the way, it's totally fine for you to stream your playthroughs on Palm. Anybody is welcome to. You don't need like my permission, but you have my permission. Not that you need it. You know, it's your own stream. You can do what you want. One second. So I would honestly love it. One of the things that I really hope for is to have more playtesters, and it makes it easier to develop things. But if I don't actually play, it's hard to like motivate the playtesters and stuff. Hello. So whenever other people stream on the server, I can watch those streams and I can see how the mechanics work. And it really, really helps with the development of Path of Magic. Because the goal is like to make a version of Valheim that like you could just download and put on a server and it works like reliably. As you can see, I still need to like iron out certain things. There's bugs that exist that I haven't found yet that I need to fix, etc., etc., etc. So that's something I've been working on. But for now, we're just going to go back to our crypt and hope for the best. Looks like this is still chugging along nicely. Maybe it could use some more coal. I'd say for now it's fine. I like how there's all these just little bits and pieces of stuff that like fell off at some point. Very funny. Honestly, we could probably make some kind of like, screw it. We could make some kind of ramps for the conveyors, right? So like on the side, it has these like guardrails for it. You know what I'm saying? I think that'd be pretty cool. But for now, I guess we can actually just turn the conveyor off, and then all the things will be smelting, and then I can turn it back on, and it'll just unload them all. In theory. We'll have to see what actually happens, but... the tombstone. All right, this time I'm prepared. Got full health. Where'd all the skeletons go? Why do they keep running away? Very bizarre. They're like not even here at all. Is that a meadow? I didn't know there was a meadow there. Huh. Interesting. Looks like there's a little border of meadows biome over there. Yeah, there we go. Got some wood. Nice. Put this away. Oh, it was an oak tree. That's right. We get fine wood from oak trees. Nice. All right, so we'll just go in here and hope that this doesn't get too crazy. I'm way better equipped now, so maybe that'll be all right. Let's see. All right, I have a magic staff, but it looks like, hey, it looks like someone's been here already, actually. Oh, this one's tiny. Wow, what a joke crypt. Yep, that was it. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right. Well, that was eventful. I was hoping for like some iron or some silver or something, but absolutely no luck. That's okay. Ended up getting more wood, which is good. Definitely need fine wood too. Now, are there any other... Where's the closest next burial chamber? Is there another one close by? I feel like there is, because there's more... Like, where were the skeletons even coming from? There's crap loads of copper everywhere. I see that. Mushrooms. See a star. Curious. Very, very curious. You want to go? Yeah, it looks like the best way to find these other places is actually just to go down the path. Because there was another crypt there, but it was so tiny. Really got screwed with that reroll. Oh, here's one. This is a crypt, right? Nice. Yeah, this is definitely a crypt. It looks like it's probably already been handled, though, but we'll see. We'll see. It's usually pretty easy to tell as soon as you enter, right? Yeah, like this one, someone's been in here already. Maybe there's some metal lying around, though. It looks like there's a bunch of stuff here still. What we're looking for is like tin, 50 coal. We don't really need coal, to be honest. It's so plentiful now. I feel like this... Ah, okay, I see. So someone was in here, but they didn't clear it completely. Surtling bastard. Oof. All right. What's going on here? Well, this is definitely a more proper sized crypt. More money is always nice. Now what's all this nonsense? Look at this. Full inventory already? Of course. Constant full inventory life, I guess. Now what we want is we're going to take all this stuff back. Hey, another ancient pot. Each ancient pot usually drops like a couple metal bars, and you can get lucky, and it sometimes has silver. But there is too much stuff here. So what we're going to do is look for the entrance, which I have clearly missed. Ah, yes, this was the deep room. I think it's over here. Yeah, there we go. Now we're just going to handle it this way. Seems easier than what I was previously doing. Now this way we can just take everything that we actually care about. Whoa, 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 okay, okay, okay. Not going in there for now. Good chance to use my magic. Let's see. This is probably absurdly easy now. I just have to deal with the fact that I don't have infinite magic. Oof. Oof, oof. Okay, 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 okay. Uh-oh. This is what I get for using a number 8 as my weapon slot. Well, this is all right. Okay, so it's not like insta-kill all of them because my magic regen rate is so low. But I can absolutely like switch back and forth. So how about I make the magic number 2? Yeah, that way I can more easily switch. So I'll actually use it. Or magic is number 3. See, so I can basically switch to magic and use it twice. Oof. And then I have to use stamina. It's kind of like a special attack. Interesting. Hiya! So satisfying. There we go. Got our amber pearls. Could probably do a carve quest soon. Uh-oh. Hey, calm down, Mr. Wraith. Calm down. That works. Nice. Yeah, right. Like having some ether to use definitely makes it easier. Makes the burial chambers feel less crazy overpowered as well. That's what makes balancing games so tough because, like, there's things you can do that make it easier in the beginning, but then it gets boring really quickly once you get stronger stuff. So it's like genuinely tricky to make it so the beginning isn't impossible while also making it so things are like fun. Hello, Buddha Cat. No, you can't build in crypts, but you can do certain things in crypts that you couldn't normally do. Like if I got 200 coins, I could summon a cart, that kind of thing. I think it is actually possible to use EWP to allow players to build in crypts and stuff, but I haven't done that. So far, the dungeons are a no build zone, but you can summon things, as I mentioned. For now, we're just going through this dungeon and getting all the crazy loot. I'm hoping for some kind of tin or silver, even some iron. We already got most of this stuff. But also the monsters, fighting the monsters sometimes is a good way to get like different building materials. You can also buy certain building materials that way. All right, was this everything? Let's see. Everything in the left passage? I feel like it wasn't. That way's good. This way's good. Okay. All right, I see. So now we can see if we can go forward, and then I'll try the right door. This looks reasonable so far. A little bit of treasure lying around. What was that, a double up? Interesting layout. I definitely get surprised by the layout of these dungeons sometimes. I remember the first time I found like one of the bigger rooms in the burial chambers. I didn't even know that was possible, honestly. But it is. Take some feathers. Looks like that's it. I think we just have one more entrance to test to the right. Let's see how this goes. I hear something, but it's always hard to tell if you're hearing something that's like actually in the crypt or it's off in the distance, right? It looks like that was the entire crypt. No luck, nothing to mine, no tin. But I did get some silver, so that's nice. Let's see, we're just going to try and loot everything we can. Then go outside. Buddha Cat says, what's your favorite food in this game? I like sausages and lox meat. Yeah, those are good foods, definitely. I guess it depends if you like the health foods more or the stamina foods, right? Even the magic foods. I personally like the onion soup a lot. And the sausages. It's definitely nice to get four of something when you're crafting. Definitely a good go-to food, right? And it looks like at some point I'll need to make a path to that crypt because I definitely won't be able to reliably find that over and over again. See, this is the crypt. I think my cart is outside here, right? Yeah, there we go. Uh-oh. Empowered skeleton, where is he? Where is he? Hey, it's my own soul. There we go. Now the stream has really begun. Hey, 5 rubies and an iron pickaxe. Nice, look at that. Lucky. Yeah, here we go. Lots of nonsense, lots of nonsense. Now I guess we travel back one more time. Try and pick up the other stuff. Should be just at the entrance to the crypt. And I'm asking for it by just running around like this. Running around in the unmarked forest. Even though it seems peaceful, it never really is peaceful. Jake says his favorite foods are sausages, serpent stew, and seeker aspic. I definitely made a lot of that aspic. That's a good one too. Really depends on your play style. On Path of Magic, there's loads and loads of serpent meat. It's really easy to get serpent meat because there's serpents everywhere. So you can get that food like pretty much from the beginning of the game as soon as you get a boat. Nice. All right. So, do I have enough space? Oh, no. Do I want the 10 ashwood or all the coal? Obviously, I want the ashwood, so we can get rid of, what, 20? Is that how it works? No, 10. Yeah. There we go. Okay, cool. I will say that so far, the changes, I think some of the changes are a little bit overkill, but at the same time, I've never done so many burial chambers. Like in the vanilla game, I did burial chambers to get Surtling cores, and then I don't know, it's like, why do them? I like having fun and everything. But like a part of it, what makes a dungeon crawl fun is one, that the dungeons are deeper, and two, that you can find things you don't normally get. And like normal Valheim dungeons don't have that at all. They even make the dungeons smaller. So like this server has modified dungeons in the sense that the dungeons are between 2 and 3 times the maximum size that they are in vanilla. Because like that's how Iron Gate made it. So, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Is that a root chest? Holy moly. That'd be awesome. Sorry, I got distracted talking nonsense, and then I didn't even see that there was a really good item on the ground. Wow. Look at that. Iron pickaxe and... oh, maybe it was the empowered monster that dropped it. Crazy. Oh, no. Someone else dropped this. Or maybe I just never added the tag to root harness. That could have been it. Hello, Labra. Labra, Labra. You want this iron pickaxe? I have a full inventory, so... 'tis not mine. I guess I should put it in the base, to be honest. But for now, I'm just glad I got a hole of stuff. I was hoping to get some stuff that could be tossed in that conveyor, but that's all right. Definitely happy. Got the conveyor working, was able to test it out, debug it a bit, and now we know that the range increase works. And I should just be able to turn it on now that I've left and things are smelted. Ooh, this is awesome, Star. Very nice profile. Good job. I love seeing how the base is evolving, right? Very cool. And now there's some basic patterns that, like, we can continue. Whoa, I didn't even know you could do that with gates. What? That is some advanced stuff right there. Huh. Very cool. Double gate action. Interesting. And the little staircase. That's so cool. We did it. All right. Now all I have to do, run around. Ah, yeah, the Fenring armor you saw. Yeah, Fenring is amazing. It's also one of my favorite armors. Just because running around all zippy and fast, oof, it feels great. No! Where'd he go? He's gone. Where is the conveyor foreman? He's always missing. Oh no, he died? Tragic. What an expense. You know, I really troll myself here because I always talk about making item sinks, right? And I keep summoning Verger for 999 coins, and then they die or disappear, and I have to pay the coins again. It's like perfect capitalism, right? That's the world we live in. All right. Well, that foreman seems to be gone. He's certainly not around. But I don't know. I don't know what killed him. I guess something was like meleeing him. It looks like he needs a less open cage. So let's fix his cage before I grab a new one. Maybe something like this. Yeah, that might work. Ah, and the Grouston got beat. Oh, I think I know what happened. He shot the Grouston. Something destroyed the Grouston. I see, I see. Sketchy looking undead over there. All right. Well, time to go get a new one. Guess for now, we'll just go down here. Does the ghost have a special name? Let's see. All right. I had that cart and brought some coins from what we just did. But how much money did we get from what we just did? Let's see. We got 100, 240. This is 442, 240 plus 180. That's 440, 420. 520. So we have half of a diverger. Not bad, not bad. I feel like I'm just like taking the money that we keep getting. But that's okay. I'm going to take these rubies and the full piles of stuff that I can sell. Right now it's just the amber. Let's go sell them to our trader. See if we have any other nonsense here. Nope. Now, where was the treasure chest? Here it is. Yes, yes. Okay. 100, 200, and then these ones. Definitely tearing through rubies. That's for sure. Here we go. Ah, so Buddha Cat asked, what is a Grouston? Grouston is the stone's building material from the Ashlands. But, uh-oh. Somebody died over there. That was funny. Let's see. Buddha Cat also says, I got so lonely in my last playthrough that I lived with the Diverger. I feel you, honestly. The Diverger are so fun when you add some more interaction to them. So that's why we've been encouraging people to put them in their bases and figuring out like what mechanics can we add to the Diverger, right? So as you just saw, I sold stuff that normally you have to sell to the merchant, but I can just sell to the Diverger so that I can get coins, so that I can summon another Diverger. It's like an addiction. I keep spending all the family's wealth on these Diverger traders, and then they end up killing themselves somehow or vanishing. Nonsense. All right. I would say this totally looks safer, although look at all that damage. Makes you wonder, what caused all the damage to all the stone? That's what I want to know. All right, here we go. For the third time. Summon our Diverger. We got our pile of coins. Let's take these coins. Thank you. And now he's gonna show up in there, so I don't need to go in there myself. I can just lock it up. Definitely looks more and more like a jail cell. It's for his own protection, I swear. Ugh, you know what? Maybe we should actually cut off everything. You know what I mean? Like make it so that he can't actually see out by putting these glass or these crystal things inside. Because I think if you make something in like a fully contained setup, then they will basically just stay there and not aggro on other stuff. At least that's my theory. I guess we'll see how that holds. Whoa. Yeah, this is not the most effective way to place things, but hey, you know what? I think it works. Let's see. Watch him not even summon into the right place. Oh, was I not close enough? Uh-oh. Wait, what's happening? Why is it not working? Is it because I'm too far away? See, I see the pile. It's definitely right there, right? Oh no, of course I'm spelling the wrong. I'm saying trader, but it's actually just summon, not trader. Of course. Now it'll be a good test actually, because if I use it now, boom. There we go. Okay, okay. So he is now inside there, and there is an enemy. So if he is successfully contained, he won't even aggro. Hello there. Just look at that. That's so funny. Well, I have a feeling. I feel better about this. I think this time the I think this time it's gonna work. 2-star bastard. Uh-oh. You wanna go? Huh? You wanna go? Haha! Oh, I missed. I missed. Missed again. Ah, at least the little things. Ah, that's right. You can do this sort of weird thing where you shoot it up into the air, and then when it comes back down, it makes a mortar, right? And look at that. It did nothing. It didn't help us at all. But at least I aimed it right. Oh, someday I'm gonna kill something by using the mortar and one of those embers landing on them. Oh no, Lebra! Didn't work. Wait, what killed you? Seems so peaceful here. Curious. Oh, maybe you were poisoned. Or maybe you were on fire. I'm not sure, to be honest. But what I do know is that our Diverger Foreman is relatively safe with his new life. So all we need to do is fix the belt for what, the third time? As soon as I see the icon, I press the button. Shouldn't be that hard. Yeah, the poison has gotten me a few times as well, in all honesty. Like, definitely. Hey, here we are. Conveyor is moving forward. Awesome. And now all of these are probably done, I would assume. Let's see, they have some coal, no coal, no coal, some coal. So they need more coal, but aside from that, they should be empty of iron and all that kind of stuff that they're smelting. Just 1 and 0. Yeah, so there's nothing else for them to smelt, only stuff for them to transport. So if we keep going over here, we should now have a little output right here with our copper. And more on the way. It's really funny. I'm still very amused by all this. Look at this. Getting a decent amount of other metals, but you know, it's definitely going to be time to bring some iron here. So I'm thinking maybe the next episode, because really the house is coming along. It's ready for us to spend like a whole episode just building things out and working on things. So maybe I'll do that for the next one. I'm still not sure though. Let's see. Jake says that he's been playing on Palm after Smokecast and says he has a tower idea. And it wasn't the fire rain. Did you get killed by fire rain? This looks brutal. Hey, there's another carve here. That's nice. I gotta get the special carve, the quest carve at some point. I think we have enough treasure for it. To do the quest, or the material for the quest, you need 100 amber pearls, which is a lot for one player. Oh no, 200 amber pearls. So we're almost there, actually. We just need 28 more, and then we'll be able to do the carve quest. So these are all ideas for other episodes. But I'm thinking the next episode's probably going to be building, because Star redid this part, and I think it looks really nice. So I'll probably go through and use this same pattern like throughout the rest of this base, right? Because I really like the line thing. It definitely looks quite... It's amusing just to be able to run along here, right? And then keep going like this. And keep going through. Now we just need like a fancy dock out here. Feels pretty good, to be honest. I am surprised that the lag hasn't gotten that bad yet for me. So I guess we just haven't built the base to be that big. I would assume once the base gets big enough, we'll have to do the typical situation of moving to some other place. But for now, everything's good. And that's it for this stream, everybody. If you want to support my work, then check out some of my tutorials on YouTube that are all about setting up this sort of thing. Alternatively, you could rent your own dedicated Valheim server using Zap hosting. You can use my link in the description. It's also on like the top of all the videos I make. And I'll get some of that money, and you'll get a server that you can play Valheim on and practice your scripting, which is a great way to get into game development, because you don't actually need to know how to do a whole bunch of crazy stuff. You just need to know how Valheim works and some very basic programming concepts, and then you can get into expand world prefabs and making your own custom version of Valheim. It's kind of like making a building, except instead of a building, it's different rules for this game that is so beautiful. Before I go, I'll read Jake's comment here. He says, yesterday he got an empowered mob and it dropped a chest with food. Yeah, so the empowered mobs drop you a treasure chest based on the biome that the empowered mob dies in. So the further along you are and the more dangerous the biome is, then the better the loot that you'll get from those treasure chests. The same thing also applies to the pots that you find out in the wild. These things have food that depend on the biome. So if you get them later on, you'll get a more advanced food. And I find that this helps spice things up. There's also a bunch of different loot boxes. There's these things called builders boxes and all sorts of stuff. And that's it for now. I hope that you all have a great day. I'll see you next year, I suppose. Happy New Year.